You see what time it is right now? 12:48. I'm locked in. We're doing the whole Drake Kendrick battle, reacting to everything. A year later, see if I feel any different about anything. So subscribe, follow day by day for each one. We just did the Games diss track and Rick Ross's diss track. Though that little back and forth thing, whatever that was, now we're back on track with Kendrick Lamar. Subscribe. We're gonna do 616 in LA today. I have it written down here. I can't be bothered to actually remember. Then Family Matters. It's heating up. 616, Family Matters, Meet the Grams, Not Like Us, Heart Part 6. Like, it's heating up. We're gonna daily. So tomorrow, expect Family Matters. Today, 616 in LA. This one I'm super excited for. This arguably, I'm gonna give you my thoughts going into it. This was one of this might be my favorite diss track from Kendrick's side from the entire battle. If you want to know how I felt about Euphoria, listen to the Euphoria reaction. That's up on the channel. You can check that. Also subscribe. But this is when it starts getting good for me. Well, I feel the same way a year later. Let's find out, you know? Right now, I will say Drake is still definitively up. Euphoria was not enough to go over Tailor-Made and Push-Ups. Those are just better diss tracks for the reasons I explained in the Euphoria reaction. You can watch the Euphoria reaction for that. But now we're on 616 in LA. We're going to listen to this. After this, will I feel like Kendrick Lamar is up? I don't know. Let's lock in, boys. Let's lock in. I want to play Doom. That's what I was about to play. Doom, the new Doom game. I have it downloaded. I literally, the thing is like hovering over Doom. I was about to press it. I'm like, no, let's work. It's let me not play video games. Let's do work. And you know what sucks? Because after I finish this, I'm gonna be too tired to play the game. Whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine, guys. It's fine. Ooh, this is a lot shorter than I remember. I felt like it was long.
One platform, any website.
You don't get ads on my channel, okay? I get ads on my channel. You don't get extra. No, you can't do. Why did YouTube do that? Stop. Just stop. What did I ask you to play? Sorry, lock in. Bro, I remember when this dropped, I was so excited because how I feel about Euphoria. Watch the Euphoria reaction, but I felt the way I felt about Euphoria, and this came out. I was like, this is it. Now we're good. Now we're like, this is a battle now. This is competitive. I was excited. I'm excited now listening to it. Like the way it builds, the way it, oh, like the anticipation I get from like now. Oh, I thought I wasn't playing. Yeah, bro. Yeah, this is fire. Ooh, bad. Like the atmosphere he sets. I remember making a lyric video for this, boy. It was a joy to, because when you're making lyric videos, you gotta listen to this like on loop. So it's still on the channel. You can, like, if you go back far enough, you'll find it. But or just type it in with my channel name, obviously. But yeah, this was fun to listen to over and over again.
Off-white sun seeker, had the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, that's your hub in Ibiza. Luke Cali's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God.
So a lot of this is set up. I'm remembering now, a lot of this is set up to eventually get into the, but he's just rapping so well. He's rapping so well, and it's all just a setup to get to where he's, for the angles he's planning on getting to later. Let me listen to that again. Like, he's rapping incredibly here.
Off-white Sunseeker, had the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, I shall hub in Ibiza. Luke Cali's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself would not fall short. Raise my hands to a falling sky. I fantasize me jumping planets, immortalized. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me.
Like, he's setting this all up, like he's living this, he's setting up the life he lives, and he's going to contrast it with like the life that Drake lives, if I'm remembering correctly. And it's just, it's beautifully set up. It's not, the issue is, it's kind of the same, a similar criticism to Drake, right? Because a lot of criticism for Drake disses is that he's not aiming it at Kendrick a lot of times. He's aiming it at The Weeknd or Rick Ross or not Tory Lanez. What's the other one? The other guy I'm thinking of. A$AP Rocky. I don't know why I mixed him up with Tory Lanez, but Tory Lanez, I mean, not Tory Lanez, sorry, A$AP Rocky. He's just aiming it at so many different people, and it's not Kendrick for the most part. I could criticize this by saying a lot of this isn't necessarily, there's no bars, there aren't punchlines. He's rapping extremely well. I love, like, as a song, this just, if this was on streaming, I would listen to this as much as I listen to like a Push-Ups or Family Matters. Like, I love listening to those songs. Those are just fun to listen to, but I would listen to this just as much. It's just not on streaming. Or like a Not Like Us. Not Like Us, we'll get to that when I get to it.
Come from love, still cover.
He's just rapping so well.
Raise my hands to a falling sky. I fantasize me jumping planets,
but it's not targeted.
3 angels watching me all the time.
But it's a setup.
With a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love, still cover my heart, then open me up. Remember when picked up a pen, lyrics that I can trust. Timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's lying, I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back.
Is it? Like, I remember when this song came out, you know, obviously anything Kendrick drops, it's going to be dissected and picked apart and overrated and over everything. Everybody's going to pick it apart way too much, even if it's great. I'm not saying this is great, I love this, but you know, people are gonna take it, oh, it means 500 million things. People are saying he's like rapping from Drake's perspective. I'm not hearing that there at all. That transition, is it a setup? And how well of a setup is it?
Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points will be in your chest. Harassing ant. Fucking with good people make good people go to bed. Conspiracies about cash, dog. That's not even the leak.
Again, like I mentioned before in the Euphoria reaction, he does a great job at separating Drake from the people. That he ultimately, it culminates in Not Like Us, where you're literally saying you're not like us, you're this, you're alienated socially. But he's just planting those seeds here, like that. Even something as little as you're not a good person, good people make, or you're just messing with good people, make good people go to bed. Like, he's putting Drake on that side. It's not just as simple as a battle rap where he's just dissing him. He said, you're not a good person, you're this, you're that, you're that. Like, he's pushing him further away. You're not the culture, I'm the culture, I'm what the culture loves. You know, like, very intelligent. I 100% think that was calculated.
The Jews like cash, dog. Good people go to bed. Conspiracies about cash, dog. That's not even the leak. Find the Jews
like cash, dog.
I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever? Let's see. Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your
I remember when this dropped. It was like a jaw-dropping moment. Like, whoa, like, what is going on? Like, there has to be like somebody inside, like there's a mole, like what is going on?
The bad conspiracies about cash, dog. That's not even the leak. Find the Jews like cash, dog. I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever? Let's see. Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't tussy slide up out of this one, it's just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day.
Can't tussy slide your way out of this one. Again, like I mentioned the Euphoria thing, I have to take points away from that because those are lines literally like dang near, like bar for bar, word for word lines that have been said towards Drake in battles before. can't Bell Biv DeVoe your way out of this one is what Drake said, or what Joe Budden said to Drake in 2016. And amongst other lines that Joe Budden said to Drake, Bell Biv DeVoe, that's what he said, right? We're going to look that up in real time. So if this takes a long time, you'll know how much of an idiot I am. Loading. Yeah. Bell Biv. Yeah, he said, "Yeah, Bell Biv DeVoe your way out of this one." He said that a couple of times. He said that in the song, and I think he said that in like the Flex freestyle. Same thing. You can't Tussy slide your way out of this one. Like it's the same gist. And I think it happened too many times for it to be a coincidence.
Whoever thought that OVO was working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tussy slide up out of this one, it's just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day, now living your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets. They lost money cause they came back with
no receipts.
I'm sorry that I live a boring life.
That's a bar.
I love peace, but war.
That's a bar. It came back with no receipts. Like if you go to the store with no receipt, you can't get your money back.
Money cause they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you breathe. The Elohim KTW. Know you can't sleep, these images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is
only to hustle you.
100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty. And one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle. Just don't got the audacity to tell you, but let me tell you some cause I can see you, my little homie. You playing dirty with propaganda, hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam, they figured you out. The first opinions is not convincing, y'all need a new route. It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
That was beautiful. So like the setup, like everything was just, it was set up so beautifully. It's like, wow, this wasn't necessarily direct. It was setting up the second half, and it made the second half hit a lot stronger because it's just basically showing the contrast during the live. I might let's do it again. We're gonna listen to it again. That's what we're here for. So I haven't heard this in so long because you can't listen to it on streaming. So like I'm not gonna open up YouTube every time I want to listen to it. I'll probably just find something else to listen to. I loved it, bro. The way he's rapping on here is so dope. This is the best rapping performance he has in this entire battle, in my opinion. Sorry. I had a thought. Sorry.
When I get the fever, wine cooler spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer.
Dog, this light.
Money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, that's your hub in Ibiza. Luke Callie's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself with no raise my hands to a falling sky. I fantasize me jumping planets immortalized. I correspond.
I love this flow right here.
Lost. I discover myself with not far short. Raise my hands to a falling sky. I fantasize me jumping planets immortalized. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop.
That's a lot better. Oh my god, that light was in my face.
Then open me up. Remember when picked up a pen, lyrics that I can trust.
And there's none of that goofy stuff from Euphoria. Like it's like all that silliness, that performance BS. It's just out the way. This is just. He's just rapping, bro. Like, this is what I needed to hear. This is what he should have dropped before Euphoria. In my opinion. Like this, I don't think Euphoria should have came out. Honestly, you can go back to my Euphoria reaction to see how I feel about that song. I don't. Whatever. I'm gonna leave it alone. Go watch that if you want to know how I feel about that. This, gas.
Timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is going.
This is a perfect setup for Meet the Grams, and not like us, for sure. Fuck us apart.
Yeah, somebody's lying. I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points will be in your chest. Harassing ant. Fucking with good people.
Make good people go to bed.
Conspiracies about cash, dog. That's not even the leak. Find the Jews like cash, dog. I just need you to to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you
so
ever,
much of the
have you ever
little
thought that-
drama and leaks and conspiracies around this whole battle, like all that gets lost with time. Like, remember there was like that one hotel, like that guy on Twitter that was like leaking a bunch of stuff or claiming that footage about Drake, and there was a guy in a wheelchair that was like allegedly had some footage about Drake doing something to this guy in a wheelchair. I don't think something like that. Like there's a lot of that BS kind of just gets lost with time, and then so that's why I'm looking over these songs a year later, is because all that stuff gets just kind of stripped away for the most part, and you're just appreciating the songs for what they are from like as like battle records. And then the second half is just, I don't even know if it's like brutal, but it's like, I don't know.
That OVO is working for me. Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. Can't Tussie slide up out of this one, it's just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day. Now living your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets. Then lost money cause they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. The Elohim KTW. No, you can't sleep. These images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty. And one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle. Just don't got the audacity to tell you, but let me tell you some game, cause I can see you, my little.
I will say a lot of criticism that people have that do criticize Kendrick's responses is that there weren't many rebuttals. Like you're not hearing a lot of like direct rebuttals to the angles on push-ups or the angles on Tailor Made. Like you're not hearing any direct rebuttals on this song. So like it felt like a lot of this was prepared, whereas on Drake's side it felt like he was responding. Like it felt like each song was a legit response to Kendrick's. But that's where Kendrick had the advantage, right? It's because he attacked when he was ready to attack. Drake got attacked. He didn't know it was coming. So it's the game. It's all's fair in love and war, brother.
You playing dirty with propaganda, hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam, they figured you out. The first opinions is not convincing, y'all need a new route. It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
This feels like what people think Meet the Grams is to me. It's not like brutal. It's not like disgusting, like some haymakers are being thrown, but it's like jaw-droppingly like stripping down Drake. Like, who are you? Look at the people around you. Like, dog, I got people in your camp. People don't like you. Everything about you is fake and fabricated. Like, this is what people think Meet the Grams is. Like, all spooky and like eerie it is. That's the feeling I get listening to this. You'll get how I feel about Meet the Grams when we get to Meet the Grams. But that's how I feel listening to this. This is that. And he's also rapping 10 times better than he does on Meet the Grams. This is beautiful. Like, this is so beautifully constructed as a diss record.
Open me up, remember when picked up a pin, lyrics that I even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points with being in your chest, harassing ant. Fucking with good people make good people go to bed. Conspiracies about cash, dog, that's not even the leak. Find the Jews like cash, dog. I just need you to think. Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever, let's see, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me?
Do you remember what that felt like when you first heard that? Like, that was like a what is going on type of moment. That's when it felt like, because Drake didn't say anything like that. Drake didn't say anything that felt personal to the extent of like in real life, I got people next to you, around you. This felt like, oh, this is real. This is like a beef. This isn't just, oh, I'm making fun of your label splits. I'm making fun of whatever Drake is saying, just making fun of his height and stuff like that. It was like, oh, this is real beef. This is when it felt like beef.
Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person.
Oh yeah, and then the picture comes from where like they I think this is Drake's dad stuff that got leaked. Someone took a picture of it.
Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it.
Yeah, like this stuff.
This one is just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day. Now living your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets. Then lost money because they came back with
no receipts. That is something Drake has been known to do in battles, which again, all's fair in love and war. But my neck. He did that with Pusha T. He's probably done that with anybody he's ever had issues with. Giving people money to give them information, that type of thing, you know? So I believe it.
I'm sorry that I live a boring life.
And then but then after that, there were people claiming that Drake did that were just lying. So I don't know.
Peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed.
I love that line so much.
The world is ready to war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed.
I love that. Again, if the world is ready to see you bleed, again, it's more of that alienation. Like, you're not like us. Like, he's setting that whole song up. Records before that.
But you know you can't sleep. These images.
This is calculated. Super calculated.
If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you. 100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty. And one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle. Just don't got the audacity to tell you. But let me tell you some game, cause I can see you, my little homie. You playing dirty with propaganda, hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam. They figured you out. The first opinions is not convincing. Y'all need a new route. It's time that you look around on who's around.
I want to listen to this first verse again.
Alone, ask what Mike would do. I don't see no. The bias, right sun seeker had the. Off-white Sunseeker had the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, I shall hub in Ibiza. Luke Callie's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom. God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself would not fall short. Raise my hands to a falling sky. I fantasize me jumping planets, immortalized. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the
this
time.
rhyme scheme
my
is
children
nuts.
asleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love.
And it's so much smoother than Euphoria. Euphoria is so choppy with the flows. Like, he doesn't maintain a flow for a long time, which I think to fans it's impressive. Like, as a writer, it's not. It's like, it's so irritating because, like, it is so much more difficult to maintain a specific scheme for a long period of time just because you're limiting your vocabulary the more you go on. So when you're maintaining a rhyme scheme, that is much more difficult than just like switching it every 2 bars. That just shows me you probably just can't come up with anything else, or you're just trying to write fast and you're not really being precise with how you're writing. This feels so much more structured and polished lyrically. It's night and day from this to Euphoria. Euphoria sounds like some crackhead wrote it. This is so good. This is perfect.
The sky, I fantasize me jumping planets, immortalized. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love, and still cover my heart, then open me up. Remember when picked up a pen, lyrics that I can trust. Timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's lying, not gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythm. Trust, timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the
I wonder what that means. I live in the circadian rhythms of a shooting star. If you have any thoughts, let me know in the comments.
But the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody.
I don't want to genius that. I'll just think about it. Circadian rhythm. I don't know.
Where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting. Trust, Timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart. Yeah, somebody's lying, I can see the vibe.
And notice, like, he's not just separating Drake. He's not just alienating Drake. He's also alienating himself from the other superstars, the other type of. He's saying, like, bro, I stay inside. I live a normal life. He says that somewhere here. He lives a normal life, a boring life. He doesn't go to the Diddy parties. He doesn't do any of the crazy stuff. And I think that helps him in this battle. Everything, bro. This is everything. It's genius. It's genius. And listening to it a year later is really helping me understand, like, the genius in it all, as far as how he won this battle. Again, I knew he was going to win in the public eye based on performance. He is the greatest performer of all time. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think he's the greatest performer of all time, right behind Michael Jackson. He was going to perform this battle, and that's how he was going to win people over. And he's performing in this. This is a performance. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows he has the people in the palm of his hands, and all he has to do is just juggle, you know, like, and this is brilliant. It's a brilliant way to defeat Drake. Further separate him from the people, because you already see, just Drake, this is prior to the battle, you already see there is a division between, let's for lack of a better term, like real hip hop heads and stuff like that, and the people and social issues and stuff. Drake isn't commenting on that type of stuff. Drake is leaning more towards pop. He's doing Hotline Bling. He's, you know, leaning more that direction. He's the biggest pop star in the world. There is a separation there, whether, no matter how strong it is or whatever, but it's an angle to attack. It is something to attack. But it's not just enough to attack it with bars. It's not. We've seen it before. Didn't work. May have won the battle, but it didn't necessarily take down Drake. You need to, like, actually get in there and do the surgery and, like, social, like a psyop, and change people's perspective on Drake. Like, actually separate Drake from the people, because the people are always going to love Drake. We see it with Nokia. I mean, Drake's back. you know. But before that, Drake was having a rough time. So he did it. This is all just separating Drake from the people before it hits you with the haymaker, not like us, you know. It's brilliant, bro. It's so brilliant. This is like they should study this if you ever get into a rap battle for whatever reason. Like, study this type of stuff. I mean, this only works at a certain level, obviously, but like, just what he's doing, because he's not winning with bars, punchlines, none of that. He's not. There's very few in this song at all. But this is genius. This is a genius track. Wow. And I guess that kind of is that more of a modern expectation of diss tracks to have bars, punchlines, all that type of stuff? Is that a fair expectation, or is that just something we change based on who's battling? Right? Because I don't know. Or is that just a modern expectation based on the evolution of hip hop and, like, lyrical abilities and how we've seen battle rap evolve? We have higher expectations of what we expect from these rappers in battles. I think it depends on who's battling, and I think it depends on, like, what's the precedent set. I think in this battle, the precedent has been set. We're going with bars. We're proving who's the better rapper. Even Drake said it at the end of what was it, push-ups? Yeah, you better write a quadruple entendre coming at me, something I don't even understand. Like, so he's setting the standard where this is bars. Bars matter in this. Kendrick set that standard, that bars matter in this. Bars are important. Because he's participating, right? He's participating in Euphoria. He is participating. He's hitting back, like I compared it to tennis, where they're going back and forth, rebuttaling that Michael Jackson thing, right? He did it at the end of this. What did he say? What Mike would do, right? When which I don't get. I don't get that line. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you when I don't get some stuff.
Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
Yeah, I don't get that. I'll look it up in a minute. But yeah, they're going back and forth. So to Kendrick Lamar, rebuttals and stuff are important. So it is not wrong for me as a consumer to be paying attention to that stuff more, especially when that's established in this battle. This isn't like a beef. Like in a rap beef, that stuff matters less. When it's a rap battle, that's when I'm really paying attention to that stuff. That's like the Joey, Daylight, Ray Vaughn thing. It's not beef. So now I'm paying attention to the bars, punchlines, angles, and all that type of stuff. When it's beef, then it's like, oh, you just like when you see, like, I'm more so paying attention like how hard things are being said, how hard are these lines hitting? Do I believe you? Your authenticity, the strength of what you're saying. You know, like 50 Cent, for example, like he wasn't like punching every 2 bars or 2 lines or whatever. Like he wasn't doing that. But Back Down is one of the greatest diss records of all time. Hit 'em Up, one of the greatest. Ether. You know, these aren't like bar heavy songs, but when it's real beef, I feel like there's an exception there. This is kind of in the middle. This is like both at the same time. So this is odd. Tell me what you think about that in the comments and whatnot. And subscribe. I'm going to check out what Mike would do line means. Okay, we are on Genius and my computer is dying. So that's a great excuse for me to turn off my laptop and play Doom after this. The new Doom game that just came out. Before you figure out that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do. Okay. From wearing Michael Jackson's iconic white glove in the music video for First FPS to mimicking the pop superstar's dance moves in the music video for Way Too Sexy, Drake has held MJ in reverence throughout his career. Most recently, when Drake was about to, what does that say? Oh, I have like a spot on my computer. I'm like, what is that? Look, it was Ty. It looked like TLE. Was about to tie Michael at 13 chart-topping Billboard Hot 100 releases. He said this on First Person Buter, talking about we know. After also have a reaction to First Person Buter. Don't want to say certain words on YouTube. I have a reaction to that up, so check that out. After Dot incessantly goes at Drake for having snakes within his team on the second half of 616 in LA, he finishes off the track by predicting for Drake a similar fate to Michael after investigating Jackson's. It was ruled by the Los Angeles County coroner found a lethal mix of Michael Jackson's system. Also found guilty of involuntary. What does this have to do with what he said? I don't. What? Kendrick has brought MJ up in the beef before, telling Drake he seems. This is what I mean. Like, bro, they just be putting any meaning behind Kendrick lyrics. What does this have anything to do with what he said? Am I crazy? What? Oh wait, no. I have to go left. Sorry. No, this thing is blocking my screen. You don't see it, but it's OBS. Oh my God. No, that's not what I meant to click. Leave me alone. It's time for you to look around at who's around you before you figure out you're not alone. Ask what Mike would do. What? Bro, what are they talking about? Kendrick references Michael Jackson, you're not alone. Not alone, it may also mirror the title as what would Meek do. What? And what would Pluto do? That is such a reach. Oh my God. I hate Kendrick Lamar fans, bro. I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. I hate you all. But I also am a Kendrick fan. But this is nuts. Former song with Drake's previous adversary and their known rap beef. No, I don't think that was a no. The latter being a track that can be interpreted as a dig at Drake's former friend. Now, no, I disagree. Furthermore, it might allude to Mike's hit "Man in the Mirror," an introspective track. That is more believable. Self-work and being the only one positively changes ways. Kendrick may be recommending such self-reflection to Drake as well after calling him a master manipulator and a degenerate on April 24th, Euphoria. Which is ironic because I believe Kendrick Lamar is a master manipulator, and not even necessarily in a negative way, but just at a battle, like, he's extremely intelligent. I don't know if I mentioned that on Euphoria, but I always thought that line was ironic. Not again, not like in a negative way, but like in a way that won him the battle. Lastly, the phrasing of "ask what Mike would do" resembles a common Christian "what would Jesus do." This lends to larger implications made throughout Euphoria and 616 of Gillette concerned with God or spirituality, while suggesting that Drake worships the wrong entity. That makes a lot of sense. This, thank you, genius, for one thing that you said in here making any type of sense. That makes sense. So, ooh, I like that a lot. I like that meaning a lot, actually. It's time for you to look around who's around you before you figure out you're not alone. Ask what Mike would do. And what he could be saying there, like Genius said, was you're a numbers guy, right? All you're worried about is Mike. I'm worried about God and the angels around me and people around me who pass, stuff like that. You're worried about what Mike would do. You know, you're saying what Mike would do, numbers, money, fame, all that stuff, not what God would do. That's interesting. That's a interesting take. And if that's what Kendrick meant, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful metaphor, whatever you want to call it. It's amazing. I'm gonna choose to interpret it like that because that's the only interpretation I could think of that makes sense. The other ones are stupid. But yeah, no, I like that a lot. Zach Villa, no, he does stuff. I remember looking him up around the time. Well-known figure in the nightlife, yeah. Lance suggests that Drake is using Zach Villa's advanced agenda, challenge Kendrick's reputation. Yeah. Which is ironic because I feel like a lot of that has been done towards Drake in this battle. Like you don't even hear push-ups on the radio, which is insane to me because that's a banger. Whether Kendrick or Drake won, like I feel like both sides' songs should still be played. Like you can play Not Like Us and push-ups. Like why is it just Not Like Us on the radio? Why is it just that's pretty much it. Why is it just Not Like Us? Why is it you tell me Family Matters wouldn't go crazy listening to it in the car on the radio? You tell me push-ups wouldn't? Are you crazy? I feel like I'm only seeing those songs. Like it feels like intentional label manipulation behind the scenes, some type of stuff. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. The circadian rhythm. That's the line I wanted to look at. Kendrick is aware of his status, coveted generational artist. Coveted generational art will come to downsides, but insists that he's extensionally equipped to handle it. This is the central theme of Crown from the 2022 album Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, where he's saying heavy as, oh my god, I don't care, dog. Oh my god, the skating rhythms of humans. But like, see how much like they give to Kendrick? Like, what do you need all that? Usually when you click on a Genius annotation, it's like oh, this punchline means this means that. It's like 2 sentences and they have to write a whole novel about this guy. Jesus Christ, bro. Boy, skating rhythms, human's body inherit 24 hours sleeping sky. I want to say schedule and cycle at the same time. 24 hours sleeping cycle. It's 1:25 a.m. I need to go to bed. That dictates when and how long a person sleeps. Shooting stars, i.e. comets and meteor showers, follow similarly. I can't read. Oh my god, I can't read. Meteor showers. I'm so tired, dog. Why am I not in bed? Meteor showers follow similarly. I'm keeping this all in. I don't care. Oh, my brain at 1:26 a.m. This is fantastic. Similarly predictable annual patterns. These are likely double entendres as well. Lamar himself is a star or a celebrity who shot or launched himself into the mainstream success with the rhythm of the music he makes. I don't know if I'm following that one. No, I don't like that one. I don't like that. That sounds like BS. That's just not how I interpreted it. Remember we picked pen, timid soul, mannerisms, Raphael. I can heal and give you art. Kendrick invokes the names of 2 Raphaels here. The first is an Italian painter and architect who, alongside being widely seen as one of the 3 great masters of the Renaissance, shout out to the Ninja Turtles, was a major inspiration for mannerism. Kendrick is stating that alongside being diss tracks, his run of music can be considered genuine art equivalent to Raphael's. Second Raphael's Archangel. associated with Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, and traditionally associated with healing. Indeed, Rapha's stem means healing in Hebrew. Kendrick also references concept of three angels watching over him. Earlier in the track, he mentions two other angels and his family. The story of the book of Tobit depicted below a painting titan details archangel guiding a young boy Tobias, who he teaches to be a man before healing his father's blindness. Through the preview subject line suggesting this is coming from love. Kendrick may be suggesting that he has the same intention for Drake. That's dope. The mannerisms of how can healing give you art. That's dope. That's really dope. That's a dope line. I apologize for all my struggle you had to witness there watching me read at 1:30 a.m. To be fair, in my defense, my screen is super dirty and it's kind of like far away. So like if I really wanted to read it, I would be like right here, but I'm back here for your sake. So give me some grace. It's also 1:30. I can read. Look, I got books all over here. Look, I'll pull out a book right now. Watch this. This is a book. It's actually a J Dilla book. I want to read this more. I didn't get far in it at all. But I want to finish that book. Do I have any other rap books? I just want to prove to you that I can read. This is 50 Cent's book. Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. Signed first edition, my boy. Signed first edition. Signed, my boy. You see that? I don't know if you see it. Signed by the man himself, which is super dope. 50 Cent's one of my favorite rappers of all time. Fun fact for you. See if the rest are like comic books. That's not true, but I do have comic books over here. Oh shoot, I'm gonna mess up the cover. I have a Snoop Dogg cookbook. We're just talking about my books now. If you want to go, you can go. Okay, I have like some philosophical books. Night by Elie Wiesel. That was one of my favorite books ever. I hope I'm pronouncing the author's name right, but it's a fantastic book. Look into that. There's an audiobook on YouTube too if you want to just listen to it. Fantastic book. I love it. Arguably, I would say arguably, it's myself. Who am I arguing with? It's one of my favorite books of all time, if not my favorite. Got a Star Wars cookbook. The Brothers book. It's you can look that book up. That's really good. Or Raisin in the Sun. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, Death of Superman. Ooh, I have it's called The Streets Win. I haven't opened it because there's a signed LL Cool J insert, and I just kind of want to. Anything that's signed, I tend to try to just keep it packaged. The 50 Cent book didn't come like wrapped up like this, but yeah, it's a huge book of like hip hop photography. I didn't touch it. I'm not opening it. I just randomly found it at Barnes and Noble one time out the corner of my eye, and I'm like, I didn't want to spend that money, but I had to spend that money. Anything hip hop, I got to pick up, and especially something like this with LL Cool J signature on it. I don't know. I feel like I got to have it. I'm starting to get a decent collection of autograph stuff, whether they signed it in person or otherwise. Starting to get a decent selection. I have some Royce stuff that's signed, Royce 5'9", Big Sean stuff that's signed, Yellow Wolf stuff that's signed, Horseshoe Gang, Tech Nine. I have Logic. A couple Logic things actually. Demrick, dope rapper. Novelist, very dope rapper. I have a book signed by a bunch of Detroit rappers. I'm trying to get like every Detroit rapper I can think of to sign it. But this is turning into something completely different, by the way. Bazaar is on there. Ty Ferris, Quest McCody, Marv One. Did I say Bazaar? Bazaar. If I didn't say Bazaar. Royce. How did I forget that? Royce, Kid Vicious. So yeah, I'm filling that book up, and yeah, I can read. Is to give you to finish that, to wrap that up. I can read. It's just late. All right, get off my back. Anyway, Good night. Subscribe. All that stuff. My computer. Oh, it's gonna die. Bye.